We see tons of actors here on the show with Hollywood happenings, but it's always extra special when they have some sort of connection to Arizona. And Jim Ferguson is here with more. Jim, this actor,
Alex, yeah,
went to high school where?
Horizon High School in Scottsdale, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't know that. It's not in his bio. If you're a big fan of his, like somebody
Garrett
running the camera, they'd know he was from. But he, you know, my intro, I say Tucson and Phoenix, of course, and he didn't say anything until the end when we're off camera. You know, anyhow, he's a good guy. He's a great actor. Do you remember Troy, the movie Troy?
Yes.
Yeah, he of course was with Brad Pitt in that film. He's an up-and-coming young actor, and he's wonderful in this film. He plays a brother that's kind of wild and different. And here's my interview with Garrett Hedlund. I find the title interesting. Now, I knew you grew up in a cattle ranch in Minnesota where there was a lot of mud.
Yeah, I'll tell you.
Oh, yes, in the plow fields, of course.
And, of course, in this film, there's also a lot of mud on the sets and that sort of thing. But do you think it's because of the many levels of pain, the Mudbound? Is that part of the title, or am I just guessing here?
Well, I think it's most definitely not only involved with pain. I think it's more involved with struggle. I think because this family was sort of uprooted from Memphis to sort of pursue, you know, successful farm in the Mississippi Delta, I think there were hopes of and dreams of, you know, an amazing future, an amazing family of success, and that was what, you know, Henry's character was obviously looking forward to, but the mud was almost, you know, it was very much another character within this film.
Yeah, that's the point I was going to make. And your character, I thought, was extremely interesting, Jamie McMillan, who is his older brother, is kind of the favorite of his father, and I felt that Jamie was kind of going through life asking himself, like a lot of my students used to, who am I?
Yeah. I mean, look, that's one way that I really, you know, related to this character and empathized with him because, like you said, growing up on a farm in northern Minnesota, it was my father, my older brother, and my sister. And obviously my brother was 4 years older, so he was the one that got to sort of tend to the fields. He was the first one that got to run the tractor, drive the trucks and stuff like that. So he was very much relied on for, you know, his farmhand ability. And there was a lot of trust instilled in him. So obviously within this film, Henry, you know, was the one that was accountable for their future.
You could relate.
I could relate, yeah.
Of course, he becomes a pilot, and he comes back after the war, World War II, with post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Yeah.
That's what they call it today.
Of course.
But in 1940s World War II, it was, hey, get your head straight, you know.
Get your head straight.
There was no help.
It was much, I've always kind of called it the don't talk about it, in a way, because my grandfather was stationed in the Philippines during World War II, and he came back and he raised the family on the farm, 8 children, a wonderful wife, and I think he had a lot of time in the tractor to deal with his memories of the past and the brutality that he witnessed.
Thoughtful actor.
We're out of time. It looks impressive to you, and we have the 2 wives on, Carey Mulligan and Mary J. Blige in her acting debut.
That's right. It's going to be fantastic. They're going to do a wonderful job. You said the movie had a very small budget, but to me, like you say, it looks very impressive. The shots and just the scenery. Beautiful.
I recommend it.
All right. Thank you, Jim, as always. Now, if you want even more of these celebrity interviews, visit TucsonMorningBlend.com and search for Hollywood Happenings.